In 52 years of diving, there have been many changes in Ben's remarkable career. Ben began diving back in 1950 and became a champion spearfisherman at a time when the pristine reefs were teeming with fish. In 1963, he swapped his speargun for an underwater camera and turned to making shark hunting films. Now, 40 years later, with more than 100 wildlife documentaries, Ben Cropp has become a living legend. This is the story of a shark hunter. Picturesque Port Douglas has been Ben's home base for the past 23 years. His little mate Tuffy enjoys a daily beach walk. Ben's vessel, Freedom, is parked right in front of his home. Old dive buddies regularly drop in.
Knock, knock.
Oh, good day, John. How are you? Ben, John's here.
Oh, hi, John.
Former shark hunter and filmmaker John Harding has dived with Ben over the past 40 years.
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. Well, Ben, I like the new boat. You've certainly come a long way since those days of a 14-foot tinny.
Well, before that, John, it was a surf ski for 10 years, much, much smaller.
Well, tell us about the early days.
Well, I guess I had my first dive when I was about 3, and that was up in Booker in the Solomon Islands where my father was a missionary. And I fell headfirst into our pool, bottoms up, and I would have drowned, only my sisters saw me and raced in, grabbed me and pulled me out. And I guess that started my love of the water in a strange way. But I also loved fishing. I was mad on fishing. And about January 1950 in Ballina, I was watching these Torres Strait Islanders from a mission boat, and they were spearfishing. And they had primitive goggles and a long spear, and they were getting fish. And I thought, wow, this looks like a good way of getting fish. So I went home and I made my own equipment. I got the inner tube of a motorcycle and fashioned a rubber mask which had a pane of glass and a strap around it. And I got the foundry to make me a long spear. And off I went and started spearfishing.